My Lord, may I proceed? Sir, Brigadier Gininda, as I've indicated that I wanted to confirm something, the version of accused number 2 in connection with the AVL.
Yes.
It is his version that on the 24th of June 2020, he was transported with a Toyota Fortuner from Pretoria to Boksburg Magistrate Court on the 24th, which is different from what is reflecting from the AVL.
Yes, so I'm saying, my Lord, no, it's I suppose perhaps he's mistaken, and I'll give a reason why I say maybe then he's mistaken. What I can say, my Lord, is not correct. The Toyota Fortuner that was driven by Sergeant Mngomezulu was at Benoni Police Garage for mechanical reason. The AVL shows that it was parked there. Now, the reason I'm saying perhaps it could be mistaken is that the vehicle that was used by the late Sergeant Mabena was a Toyota double cab, which was also white with a tent. So they look similar. 4 doors. The difference that the other one is a tent, the other one is a Fortuner. In fairness to the accused, my Lord, that's what I can say. But the Toyota Fortuner was parked at the garage, and the AVL confirms that, my Lord.
Uthi-ke ummeli nge-24 ka-June 2020 uNtanzi yena uthi uhanjiswe ukusuka ePretoria ukuya eBoksburg, uhanjiswa ngemoto yeToyota Fortuner. Ubrigadier uthi cha, Toyota Fortuner yayikade isesiphoyiseni saseBenoni la kulungiswa khona imoto. Uthi mhlawumbe uNtanzi uphaze imoto ebekade ihamba ngoMabena, umufi uMabena uthi bekade kuyiToyota nayo i-double cab inetende emuva. Mhlawumbe uphazeme ecabanga ukuthi uhanjiswa ngeFortuner ngoba nayo leyana imhlophe futhi i-double cab inetende. Mhlawumbe uphazamiswe yilokho ukuthi mhlawumbe le moto cishe zifana, kodwa i-Fortuner yayikade ingekho nge-24.
So when I say a tent, my Lord, sorry, I'm referring to white canopy. My apologies, I said a tent. So
Okay.
you get a white canopy. Yes.
Yeah.
Uma ekhuluma ngetende usho i-canopy ukuthi leya double cab yakaMabena yayikade ine-canopy.
So I just want to confirm that on the 24th, when he was transported, you were not present at Boksburg Court.
No, yes, no, I was not present, my Lord.
Bowungekho ngisho ngalesikhathi ezebe ehanjiswa ukuya enkantolo yaseBoksburg nge-24 uthi yebo bengingekho.
There's an evidence by Constable Jonathan, which I would like to read it on record to confirm that Ntanzi was not mistaken with another motor vehicle. Can I read it for you?
Yes, my Lord, counsel can, but what I can say, the Toyota Fortuner, it's a fact. You can't so how the AVL works, my Lord, it's almost like a network towers. It's electronic. I'm not sure how one can manipulate it. Human beings perhaps can make mistakes.
Objection, my Lord. He's not an expert when it comes to AVLs and all those. He's not an expert. What I was actually putting to him cannot be justified by an expert opinion. If this witness is not an expert. May I read it for record?
Yeah, fine. If it may please the court, my lordship, it is the record of proceedings of the 30th of October 2023, and it was cross-examination by Mr. Mngomezulu of Mr. Jonathan of ENPD SWAT. And at page 16, line 10, Mr. Mngomezulu asks, and I quote, "Okay, so where did you travel from there?" Those quotes, and Mr. Jonathan answers, and I quote, "From the vehicles, my lord, the suspect was in handcuffs. He was placed in a Toyota Fortuner of Sergeant Mngomezulu, and then from Boksburg Magistrates Court, we conducted an escort straight to Muat SAPS. And on the same date of the record of the 30th of October 2023, this was now cross-examination by Advocate Mshololo. At page 64 of the record, Ms. Mshololo asks, yes, Boksburg Magistrates Court to and from, and Mr. Jonathan answers, in the Fortuna of Investigating Officer Mohani, those quotes. Those are the two quotes, my lord, as the purposes.
Okay. Thank you, my lord. From the record, as they speak for themselves, this cannot be a mistake by Ntanzi, mistaking a Toyota Fortuner with the motor vehicle you just mentioned. It is on record by a witness who escorted that motor vehicle from Pretoria to Boksburg, and it is your evidence that you were not present on that day.
Yes, my lord, but those two witnesses are also not expert in vehicles, my lord. They are human beings. They can make a mistake. Those cars are similar. What is factually correct with evidence is that the AVL shows that the vehicle was parked at the garage. It shows it. There's no dispute about it. I think it's parked there from the 22nd.
There's no dispute.
Well,
when you say there's no dispute, who testified as to that?
I'm being told that I'm taking it from counsel that the AVL expert has indicated that. So I'm saying, in terms of the expertise, my lord, that if it's the AVL shows that the vehicle is parked at a particular place,
yeah, all right.
It's that shouldn't be a dispute, unless of course then those expertise are being challenged, my lord.
Okay, fine, no problem.
It's the same question that I posed on Mr. Dupree's, on these two questions that I just put to you now, and he did not comment or denied. He never commented, let me put it that way. He was an expert. He gave evidence of an expert.
On which part, my lord, if I can understand which part counsel is referring to?
I'm referring to the records that were read now to you or for the court. These records were read to Mr. Dupree's to confirm, to rebut his evidence of saying that motor vehicle was stationed at Benoni. May I move on?
Yes.
I just want to point out that our recollection is that Mr. Dupree did confirm that the AVL records show that the car was stationary at the Benoni garage.
Yes, let's move on. Okay.
Let's move on. Thank you, my lord. I just want to clarify something before I rest. Yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, you said accused number 2 signed the plea bargaining agreement, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, my lord, I think I said, according to my recollection, it did, but that will be an avenue that will be best dealt with by, I think, the prosecution. I know there was such engagement in terms of Section 105A, but those engagements were between, when I say us as the state, but in particular, my lord, I think Advocate Baloyi will be in a better position.
Okay.
Manje ke iphoyisa uJonathan liye lachaza uma lihlonywa imibuzo nge-30 zika June ukuthi niyena yaphi ukusuka esiphoyiseni ngalelo langa. Yena uye wachaza ukuthi bekade elandela imoto iToyota Fortuner. Ukhulume kabini uma ebuzwa ummeli wakho, ebuzwa futhi na ummeli wamangalelwa owesihlanu. Futhi ke uma kuqhutshekwa ke uyabuza ke ummeli wakho ukuthi le yancwadi le athi bekade ninesivumelwano noma ucele ukuthi nibe nesivumelwano sokuthi wena uzoba ufakazi into ezinjalo. Uthi yabuza ke ukuthi eyasayinwa na. Uthi ubrigadier leyo ncwadi leyo ucabanga ukuthi umuntu ongaba nalolo lwazi kakhulu umshushisi. Leyana yaka Jonathan uthi ayikho into angayisho njengoba noNgodi naye kuthiwa waye engenampendulo, kodwa umshushisi uthi uNgodi uthe leya moto yayikade imile ngalelo langa.
My Lord, before as I've concluded, this
Okay.
is the last question for this witness, but we had a discussion with my colleagues, and I spoke to the SAPC
SABC. Yeah.
for the application. Yes. I spoke to the SAPC regarding the recordings of the 27th of October 2020. There are certain formalities that we need to comply with.
But you want that you must make those arrangements, because if you want to use it, you must make those.
I'm just making
Because this court,
Yes.
on record, this gentleman, Brigadier Gininda, says he was in court on that day, and what you put to him to say that your client, when he was appearing in the regional court, he drew the attention of the magistrate to say that I don't want this gentleman to represent me. Then the magistrate says, I can't listen to you because you are represented. And he, Gininda, says that never happened. So if you want to counter that, go ahead. I don't have a problem with it. Okay. But that's the evidence which is on record.
All right, nice.
Okay, fine.
Thank you, man.
Right. So, yes.
And accused number 1 is amazing, my lord.
Yes, Mr. Baloyi, you say?
As a court case, my lord, we just earlier on raised an objection against the question that was put to the witness that Mr. Dupree never commented when it was put to him.
Mr. Dupree.
Yeah.
I recall
About the
Mr.
vehicle
Dupree's
being
evidence.
parked at Benoni Garage on the 24th of June 2020.
Right.
In fact, he did comment as per the record of the 16th of November
16th
23.
November, okay.
It's page 36.
Page 36.
And his evidence was as follows.
For a couple of days.
Line 15, I think, says, this one the state was leading him. Said, my lord, on the 24th of June, this vehicle was at the Benoni Garage near Great North Road in North Mid Benoni for the entire day.
Okay. All right. Okay.
May I reply?
He's quoting the record unless you say the record is wrong.
No, I don't say it's wrong.
What are you-
I'm just correcting my colleague to
Oh, I
say,
see.
as he has placed it on record, that he was leading at that time when he placed that evidence. Then I rebutted that evidence during cross-examination.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
Okay, thanks.